Oh my God, bacon frying in the pan, a couple of beautiful fresh fried eggs, some sausages, some black pudding. It's my traditional full English breakfast. We're going to show you how it's done. Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Thanks for joining me for today's video presentation. We are cooking the full English breakfast. I just want to give you a little bit of history about it. It goes back to the 13th century when, according to Anglo-Saxon traditions, guests were served plenty of food. This tradition, of course, was kept by the gentry in the Middle Ages, and breakfast became the most important meal of the day. It was essential to have sufficient food before travelling or hunting. To appear as a good host in the guest's eyes was not the only motivation for the gentries to serve substantial food. It was a good occasion to show off products of the estate. Like many other things, the full English was also developed in the Victorian era as well. What exactly is it? Well, it's a general fry-up of eggs, sausages and bacon. Occasionally you get a bit of black pudding, maybe with mushrooms and tomatoes, with toast or fried bread, baked beans. Hash browns can be included, of course, but that's more of the Americanized version. All this is washed down with tea or coffee. It's filling, it's familiar, and it's greasy. And it's celebrated all over the British Isles. Everyone loves a good full English breakfast, whether you have it at breakfast time or even for dinner. It's just one of those things, and we're going to show you exactly how it's done in this video. So my ingredients are all laid out. We're just going to have a little look at what I've chosen to demonstrate to you exactly what a good full English breakfast is. It's quite a varied selection, and there are many variations. What I'm doing, I've got some fabulous fresh eggs from my girls, my chickens in the garden. I've got some lovely fresh button mushrooms. You can use the big open black ones if you like. I've got some cooked sliced potatoes. I'll have to include HP sauce, and traditional baked beans has to be Heinz, by the way. And there you can see some wonderful black pudding, or blood sausage as some people call it. I've got some fresh tomato, some really good quality pork sausage, high meat content, about 95%. I've also got crusts off sliced of white bread because we're doing fried bread, and I've got some really good quality Wiltshire cured, dry cured in fact, back bacon slices. Right then, that's the ingredients. Shall we get the pan on, or pans on? So in each frying pan I've got a small knob of butter and a tablespoon of oil. The small pan is for my button mushrooms. Just going to give those a little bit of salt. And they're only going to take about 5 to 6 minutes to cook. In the big pan, I've got those fabulous quality pork sausages. I'm going to cook 4 because I'm doing 2 lots of breakfasts here. One for me and one for my daughter. I'm also going to throw in my black pudding, or blood sausage as it's known. Now I'm putting just a tablespoon of water in with the mushrooms so the steam's created and it will make them cook a lot quicker. They will only need about 5 minutes. I like to gently stab each sausage 3 or 4 times, and what that does, it just helps the cooking process. The heat travels more efficiently from the pan into our wonderful oblong piece of meat in its skin. And the black pudding, of course, it's already cooked, but it still needs to be reheated, and we want to get a nice crisp surface on that too. The mushrooms, after around 6 minutes in the pan with oil, butter, a little bit of water to create steam, they are perfect. Nothing else to do. Let's put those to one side. As I said before, the sausages, it's just a case of standing over them for about 10 to 12 minutes, turning them as they become brown, turn them again. And that black pudding, that really needs about 2 turns each side. We want to get nice and crisp edge on the black pudding. And the sausages themselves, as I said before, I'm using traditional pork sausage. There are so many varieties out there now, so many different flavour sausages you can get. But a traditional English breakfast is just a simple, good quality pork sausage. That's pretty much cooked now. I'm going to reserve my black pudding and my sausages. I'm going to try and keep them warm. But in the space of where the black pudding was, I'm going to pop my fresh tomato. That's going to take a fair bit of cooking. Right, the sausages are also cooked now. Let's pop those to one side. And yes, by all means, keep them warm in an oven if you like. It's not going to take me long to do this, so I'm just going to leave them there. The tomatoes will need turning, and they're going to create quite a lot of spitting and steam because of the water content. And the bacon will need about 2 minutes each side. The pan is on a medium heat setting as well. And when that bacon's cooked, once again, we need to move that onto the same plate as the sausages. Looking absolutely fabulous. Let's just turn over our tomato. Our tomato's nicely cooked as well. We don't want to cook that 100%. We want to cook it about 75%, so it's still got a bit of definition, so we can get our presentation on the plate. Back to the pan, knob of butter, 3 tablespoons of oil, and now the bread. Get that fat sizzling away. Pop the bread in there, and after about 2 minutes, if I turn it, you can see exactly what we've got. Very, very crispy. Fried bread is very popular, particularly in the north of England. It's an absolute must. Once again, let's move that to one side. And now we're going to start the lovely sliced potatoes. Now these potatoes are cooked. They're a firm potato. And I'm just going to season them with a little bit of salt and pepper. And they're going to take about 4 minutes each side to get nice and crispy and nice and brown. Well, years ago, there was a chain in this country called the Little Chef. They always serve brown sliced potatoes. While the potatoes are browning, I'm going to open my tin of baked beans. Okay, just give them a bit of a stir because they always settle at the bottom, don't they? In a dish, cover them with cling film and pop them in the microwave. Always cover them with cling film or else it'll make a right mess in your microwave. Back to the pan, and our potatoes are now nice and brown and crispy, and they look wonderful, don't they? I know lots of you could just eat the potatoes on their own. And once they're brown both sides, they're ready to add to our breakfast selection on that plate. Really, really good quality potatoes are needed here. Lovely. And it just pays to boil them first, I promise you, it really is. Cook them first and it'll be a lot easier. Put them on a little bit of kitchen towel so that they're not too greasy. And now we are talking eggs fresh from my girls in the garden. How about that? And you cannot get any fresher. I like my oil to be hot, not mega hot. And I like to turn the heat down to a medium setting. And after about 2 minutes, then I like to take a spoon and I like to cook all the loose white part of the egg. I don't want to put the fat over the egg yolk. I prefer to cook the loose white part of the egg. Get that cooked first, and then you can always put some fat over the egg yolk right at the end, just before you serve it on the plate. But that hot fat is going to completely cook that white. And I'm not sure people like a snotty egg. I know that in Europe they quite like half-cooked eggs. I personally like my egg completely cooked. Shall we dish up? There's one egg. I'm just going to be good and have one egg on this serving. There's the fried bread, nice and crispy. Beautiful fried tomato, a slice of black pudding. Now I'm putting the beans in a separate pot because they're going to get everything wet. So put the beans in a separate pot, you'll thank me. A couple of slices of bacon, nice and brown and crisp. 2 of those fabulous pork sausages, and they are superb. And let's just put in a few of those gorgeous crispy golden brown fried potato slices, followed by our button mushrooms. And there you have it. That, as you can see, is a full English breakfast. Very traditional, very, very hearty. It will set you up for the day, and I promise you, you will not be disappointed. Have a go at this. See if you enjoy it. I'm not saying it's great first thing in the morning. It's also amazing for dinner as well. It's my full English breakfast, everybody. And as usual, if you've enjoyed the video, please subscribe and share with your friends. Don't forget to leave me a comment. Let me know what you think about this. And smash that like button. Pass the HP sauce, please. I'm going to get stuck in.